Testing, testing, one, two, three.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. We're gonna let everyone filter in. I think we'll have to see who's here and who's not. And we are live, just so you know. It's I think you all do.
Well, my mom and my parents are watching. Um,
Fantastic.
my grandparents. Jasper, I feel like we're missing out on the Zoom backgrounds.
Dude, it's whatever. I'm not gonna make a Zoom background for this.
Oh, I'm also missing out on the Latin merch. I'm
I don't
wearing
have any Latin merch either.
Go Big Red,
Damn,
guys.
bro. How can I
Go
get
big
one?
red.
This is what we're doing to get the Latin merch. So I don't know if you guys know, but if we win this, we get boathouse jackets.
Okay, so I see all four of Tremonti Barbari. They're here. That's fine, Petra. William also has a dispensation to not use his camera for this round. From Biblion to Homeru, I see Jasper. I see Hunter. We're looking for Rajiv and
Cecily's
Zach.
playing instead of Rajiv.
Okay, so let's play instead of Rajiv.
Yeah.
Perfect. So all four of you are here then. And then Spencer, are you playing or are you a spectator here?
I'm just a spectator.
Okay, then you can turn off your cam. You should be good.
And would you all mind renaming yourselves with something to represent your team at the beginning, like how I did with my name? Thanks.
And then we have from It's All Greek, Caroline and Petra. Are there more of you coming?
Yes, we should have two more joining. I'm
We'll do
checking
it.
with them right now.
Thank you. So we'll go over the rules in brief. This is the Agon finals. It's a little bit more lax than normal Certamen, as you know, but it's going to be 20 questions and two bonuses, so longer than the rounds you've played previously. There will not be an introductory question, no test question, and there will not be tiebreakers for the sake of time. So, if you end up tied for first, you're co-champions. Also going to read in a slightly more, I'd say, Anglified Greek pronunciation. So you'll see that when I do the Aurelia passage before, and I'm going to try to make it as clear as possible. So I'm going to say thetas as, for instance, rather than as I normally would. Yes, thanks so much. Perfect.
Okay, our other two players just got out of school, so they're going to their dorms to get on right now.
Sounds good. Any questions while we wait?
Would you like to do an icebreaker while we wait?
If you've got one on,
I
on
sure,
lock, go for it.
I sure do. Okay, so for everybody, maybe we can do like team by team as people arrive. But my question for you all is, if you could eat only one dessert for the rest of your life, what would it be? I think mine could be a chocolate lava cake. Let's see. So we'll start in alphabetical order with Team Biblion.
I don't know. I'd say probably ice cream, just basic is best, you know?
Yeah, I'm
There's
a
so many different flavors of ice cream.
I'm a traditional guy. I'd say ice cream like vanilla sundae, chocolate sauce, whipped cream, glass bowl, all that stuff.
I'm definitely go with Jasper and say like fruit. There's a lot of different types of fruit. You never get bored of fruit. It's also really good.
Ooh, I'll have to go with cookie. I love cookies. Big cookie guy. Any kind of cookie.
These
I'm
are some.
throwing you off the team now, guys. Jack.
All right, let's see. Shall we do Team TB while we're waiting for the rest of It's All Greek?
I'm gonna go with a 24 pack of the chocolate chip Costco cookies, Kirkland.
Awesome. And would that be like one a day or like one forever? Or how's that? How are you pacing that?
I mean, I'll just eat it when I want, you know?
I would have to go with key lime pie probably.
I'll go with cheesecake. No explanation.
I'd also go with cheesecake.
Do you have an explanation?
Just classic. Like you can't go wrong with it.
A cheesecake is not a classic. I don't think anyone likes cheesecake.
I love
It's not
cheesecake.
that bad. I've been
What
to
are
the
you
Cheesecake
talking
Factory
about?
in
What
a
are you
while.
talking about? What did she
Yeah.
just say?
Now we should with
Cheesecake's
like key
good.
lime pie though. Key lime pie goes tough.
Isn't there like some like
That's
weird,
awesome.
isn't there some like, surely
No,
there's some like cheesecake key lime pie somewhere.
I should have gone for key lime pie. That is a great answer.
It's all good. Should we get
Thank
It's
you.
All Greek's answers and then get along with the round?
I would do sorbet.
Okay, so I have to go with the fruit thing.
Is fruit like a dessert though? I'm kind of confused.
Yes, it
Fruit is the most
is.
delicious dessert.
It definitely is.
I actually just had an entire like tremendous box of blueberries before this to prepare.
See, I can relate to that.
But aren't fruits a vegetable?
No.
Yeah, that's what I'll say.
What?
Correct. No, I feel like fruit's like a snack, you know? It's like those like really tasty vegetables, like the kind of thing.
No, but you gotta get
Fruits are
something
not a
to like,
vegetable.
you gotta get something to like, you know, a nice refreshing thing to cleanse your meal.
There's like an appetizer.
Nah.
No, they come
That's what I'm
after you eat
saying, bro.
something.
I mean, I can eat it whatever I want. I feel like I'm eating a cookie like late at night or like after a meal or something. And key lime pie. What? Wait, is lime a fruit or is it a vegetable?
A
Okay.
lime? A lime is a fruit.
Wait, it's green, right?
I think
Yes.
so. Is it
Doesn't
dark
that
green?
make it a vegetable?
No.
If it has,
Really, right?
No.
if it has chlorophyll, it
Green
has chlorophyll,
apples-
so it does photosynthesis.
No,
you're right.
green apples
Wait.
are still a fruit. They're not a vegetable.
Those are
I
also
swear.
vegetables.
No, they're not.
I swear fruits are
Anything-
vegetables, though, right?
no.
Isn't it both?
What? No.
I take it Eric and Gabrielle are the third and fourth members if it's all Greek. Is that accurate?
That's made.
Yes, it's Audrey. She just hasn't changed her name.
Oh, Audrey. Perfect. Second. I'll say I'm a tiramisu guy, so that's my answer to the icebreaker question. I think fruit, it's a sort of get out of jail free answer. I respect it, but sort of basic.
I mean, I was gonna say tiramisu, but then someone said fruit, and I was like, that's a better idea.
Thank you.
How do you eat vegetables for dessert though?
It's not a vegetable. There are two different categories.
But isn't it like arbitrary?
No, I think she just likes her drinks more. I don't know, should drop this.
Okay, we all good? Do we have everyone from It's All Greek?
Yes.
So let's have everyone buzz in the chat just to make sure everyone's there and not DMing. Okay, thank you, Matt, as well. So we're going to go through with the Aurelia passage here, or the Greek Aurelia passage, as originally composed by Matt Thomas. So he's very appropriate to have here. Aurelia, he e polis edoke. I'll paste it for you. It's really useful. En Aegypto ein sun te megale oikia kai te hypo. Tres kaideca to dii agonas megalus en to kunegetiko theatro Alexandreas theo telos orgismene heide he hypos oikade erxen anabainusa. Zeuste Pois agos in Chiron, sed oikuian ten hippon radios anafere, eis ton engus tu theatru staff uoi. Okay, with that out of the way, we're going to go to toss-up 1 of the Agon finals tonight. Here's toss-up 1. What is the meaning of the Greek noun at the root of dropsy for met? GK?
Water.
Water's correct. Formaldehyde and hydrant. Here's your first bonus for Giovanni Barbari. What class flowering plants derives its name from Hudor and another Greek noun?
Hydrangeas.
Oh,
You got
Because I think it's Hudor and like
Earth.
I was
and
gonna
like
say like
the ancient part means flower, I think.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, so roll with that. All right,
Wait,
hydrangeas.
who's our captain
fine.
though?
Wait, what? Oh, who is
Who's
the
our
captain?
though?
You use the guys. You.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I got it. Hydrangeas. Final.
Hydrangeas is correct in your second bonus. What material was originally known as hydrargyrum due to its unusual properties?
This is
I got
Mercury.
this. I got this.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Oh,
that, kind of messed up.
Bia, you want this?
Actually, no. I mean, you said it. You kind of stole it, Sean.
Mercury. Final.
Mercury is correct. So that's the full 20 points to Giovanni Barbari on toss-up 1. We'll move on to toss-up 2. Here's toss-up 2. What sort of object, controlled by thronotai, thalamotai, and zeugotai, included the pentaconter and types GK?
Ships.
Ships is correct. And types named for the number of banks they had per side, such as the quinquereme or the trireme. Here's your first bonus. A new Athenian fleet was financed at the time of the Peloponnesian War with the discovery of an extraordinarily rich vein of silver at what site near the southern end of Attica?
Is it Lorium?
Yeah, Lorium.
Oh, Chris, you got it.
All right,
Chris
Lorium
got it.
final.
Lorium is correct in your second bonus. Most oarsmen fell into what property class under the Solonian constitution? The lowest, sitting below the Pentacosio Medimnoi, the Hippes, and the Zeugotai.
I think it's the
Okay.
Thetes.
Oh, I mean, never mind. You got that?
Yeah, that sounds
I
right.
think-
That sounds right.
sounds
Yeah,
right. Yeah, because the other three he said was not this, right?
Yeah. Say it.
Yeah, you're right.
That's right.
Okay. So the Thetes final.
Thetes is correct for 20 points on toss-up 2 for Giovanni Barbari. And we'll move on to toss-up 3. Here's toss-up 3. What philosopher after founding a commune near the city of Croton, formulated both the doctrine of metempsychosis or trans. Yeah,
Pythagoras.
Pythagoras is correct. Or transmigration of souls, and a namesake mathematical theorem for triangles. Pythagoras for Tremonti Barbari. Here's your first bonus. Pythagoras was heavily influenced by the writings of what philosopher, who wrote on purifications and perhaps died after throwing himself into the volcano of Etna?
This is it's like pretty obvious, but I'm forgetting his name. It's like Demosthenes. No.
Democritus? Is it Thales?
No. It's like a really famous one. It's like one of the famous ones.
Democritus? Lysippus?
Democritus? I don't know. Is it
Leucippus?
Demosthenes? No.
Your final answer, please.
I'm gonna say Demosthenes. Final answer.
Sorry, we're looking for Empedocles. And your second bonus? An important biography of Pythagoras was written in the 3rd century AD by the author Porphyry, who helped lead what philosophical school alongside Proclus and Plotinus?
You paste that, please.
Oh.
Rich, come on, you got this. Or William?
This is like your Tom and Lit.
Wait.
Basically, yeah.
I don't know. Stoicism, maybe.
I was thinking that, I'm not gonna lie, but who's Plotinus?
Plotinus.
I don't know.
Oh, you gotta know that. But
I don't know. I just know Antoninus Pius visited him once, but like that's not relevant.
yeah, what was Antoninus Pius? Marcus Aurelius was Stoic, so it has to be Stoic, right?
Yeah. I guess.
All right, we're gonna say
Go with it.
which one? Stoicism or
Go with Stoicism. That was first thing.
Stoicism? Final answer.
I'm sorry, we're looking for Neoplatonism. So that's 10 points for Tremonti Barbari on toss-up 3. And we'll move on to toss-up 4 for any team. Translate into the best Attic Greek. The god sends gifts to the brothers. The verb, Jack.
Theos. Tois adelphois. He.
It's incorrect. I'll repeat for the remaining 2 teams. Translate into the best Attic Greek. The god sends gifts to the brothers. The verb sends is pempe. I'll repeat. Translate into the best Attic Greek. The god sends gifts to the brothers. The verb sends is pempe. I've read the question through to. Yeah.
Paul, Theos, Tempe, Tois, Adelphois, they taste donates.
It's not correct. I've read the question through twice. Audrey?
Ho Theos Hempois Tois Adelphois.
So you're all very close. So I'll paste the answer that I have, which is for everyone not in the chat.
Dora, right?
Yeah. Ho Theos Dora or Ta Dora. Tois Adelphois. Okay. I would have taken Hiesi instead of Pempe. That's fine.
My
You need
bad.
Dora. So that's no points for any team on toss-up 4, and we'll move on to toss-up 5. Here's toss-up 5. Either because he was the first man to love boys, or because William,
Thamyris.
Thamyris is not correct. I'll repeat for the other 2 teams. Either because he was the first man to love boys, or because each of the muses wanted him for herself, what man was torn apart by them in 3? Caroline?
Orpheus.
Orpheus is correct. In Thrace, with his still singing head reaching the island of Lesbos. Here's your first bonus, it's all Greek. Orpheus was heartbroken after the death of Eurydice, who died after what man chased her until she accidentally stepped on a snake and was bitten.
Is it
I think it's Aristaeus, yeah.
Aristaeus?
Yeah. Aristaeus final.
Aristaeus is correct in your second bonus. Orpheus was buried near his home in what region, which was found around Mount Olympus? The region was named for a king who first found there were 9 muses, but whose daughters spurned them.
Oh, who are the things that Minius?
It was the daughters of Minyas who were turned into bats or something. What was
Not the
that?
Oh, no, that wasn't the Muses. That was what are the ones that got turned into like
You have your
birds
final
with
answer,
hearts?
please.
No answer.
We're looking for Pieria from Pyrrhus or the Pyramids. So you're on the right track. So that's 15 points for It's All Greek on toss-up 5. And after 5, we'll get a score check.
All right, after a superb first quarter, Team Tremani Barbary has 50, Team Biblion to Homeru is yet to score, and Team It's All Greek to Me has 15 points.
Okay, we're going to move on then to toss-up 6. Here's toss-up 6. What author is credited with the quotes Hola do gen panto pathen and Jack?
Homer?
Homer is correct. And Andra moi enepe musa polutropon in a work that describes Rhododactylos Eos and the wine dark sea. It's Homer. Here's your first bonus, Biblion. Translate Homer's phrase, Ion Aristeuein, which is spoken in the Iliad by Glaucus to Diomedes.
Can you please paste it?
Yeah.
I think it's like always to be the best.
Yeah, quite literally.
Yeah, so always to be the best. Final answer.
It's correct in your second bonus. Name either the British university or the American university has Ion Aristeuein as its motto.
I mean, there are only so many. I feel like it's easier
What
to
does
guess on
it
the
mean?
British one.
Always to be the best.
Yeah.
University. I mean,
I feel like it's easier to guess the British one than the
Yeah.
American one.
yeah.
Well,
To
I
be
want to say like
best,
Cambridge or
that sounds
Oxford.
Cambridge, yeah.
Yeah, Cambridge. Are we good with that?
Yeah.
Okay, can we go with Cambridge University? Final answer.
Oh, sorry. We're looking for St. Andrews in
Yeah.
Britain or Boston College.
I
Okay.
said that. I'm sorry, guys.
You're
You're
fine.
good.
So that's 15 points for Biblion on toss-up 6, and we'll move on to toss-up 7. Here's 7. What city, located near the town of Tanagra, home to the poetess Corinna? Caroline?
Thebes.
Thebes is correct. Was the birthplace of the best-known author of Eponychia in the setting of an Aeschylean play about 7 champions. Here's your first bonus. It's all Greek. What lyric poet from Chaos was Pindar's greatest rivalry in the genre of eponychia?
I have no idea. Could you paste that, please? Okay. I don't know, like Arion. I really don't know. Are y'all good with that?
Yeah.
Arion final.
Sorry, we're looking for Bacchylides in your second bonus. According to one tradition, the epic Thebaid was written by the poet Callinus, who hailed from what Ionian city? Just like the philosopher Heraclitus.
Could you paste that, please? All right. Ionian Greek city. Um, I don't know. What?
We have your final answer, please.
Yeah. Corinth final.
No, sorry, we're looking for Ephesus. So that's 10 points for It's All Greek on toss-up 7. We'll move on to toss-up 8. Here's toss-up 8. A ruler of what power won the Lamian War as it fractured into kingdoms led by men like Antipater and Perdiccas? Jikai?
The Macedonian Empire.
That's correct. The Diadochi, after a general's death in Babylon upon returning from India. Macedonian Empire. That's correct. Here's your first bonus, Tremonti Barbari. One of the Diadochi, although originally a minor player in the dynastic struggle, rose to found what empire that controlled most of the eastern end of what was once Alexander's territory.
Seleucid, right?
What did you say?
Seleucid, because there is Seleucus there.
Was that the eastern end?
Eastern end of like India, right?
Yeah, it goes all the way to like India.
I don't know. I just
Well,
know
like
that
Hadaspi Observer. I don't know. The Diadochi is like where my history knowledge ends.
Yeah.
We can go with that.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Who's it?
All right, go with it, William. No,
Seleucid,
William, go ahead.
Seleucid final.
Seleucid's correct in your second bonus. Which of the Diadochi, the husband of Alexander's half-sister Thessalonike, emerged from the wars to govern Macedonia and southern Greece from 317 BC to 297 BC?
Oh,
William, you
man.
got that?
No, I'm washed.
Okay.
Is this? I mean, this is from
Bro,
like
just look
Katana history,
around. There
man.
has to be like a
Yeah.
has to be like a thing somewhere, right?
Or you're in like the
a
hotel
sign or
lobby.
something?
Just
Yeah. What are we thinking? Like,
I mean, we could
where's
guess
the
like
Greek
what, like Philip.
Could we have your final
Mhm.
answer, please?
You could say Philip, right?
Go for
As a
it.
guess. Okay, Philip final.
Sorry, we're looking for Cassander. So that's 15 points for Tremonti Barbari on toss-up 8. And we'll move on to toss-up 9. Here's 9. Who adopted the form of the daughter of Otreus to appear to a man atop Mount Ida? William?
Aphrodite.
Aphrodite is correct. Atop Mount Ida, though he was struck lame after revealing in a drunken state that she was the father of his son Aeneas. Here's your first bonus, Tremonti Barbari. Anchises belonged to what people? Inhabitants of the Troad and named after a mythical hero.
Like the Dardanids
Yeah, like the dirt.
or
It's
or
it's not just
Dardanians.
like it's not just Trojans.
It's not.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds right.
All right, I'll just say Dardanians. Final answer.
Dardanians is correct in your second bonus. Anchises was usually said to be the son of what Dardanian king? The husband of Themista.
Like
Capys.
Capys. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Capys. Final answer.
Capys is correct. So that's the full 20 points for Tremonti Barbari on toss-up 9. And we'll move on to toss-up 10. Here's 10. First declension masculine nouns ending in omega and forms like kera share what? Jack.
Dual.
Dual is correct. Share what grammatical number? Since the latter word is a natural pair of two things. Here's your first bonus biblion. What is the meaning of the dual noun ophthalmo?
The
Just
two eyes, yeah.
Right. So eyes or two eyes. Final answer.
That's correct. Here's the bonus. What is the meaning of the dual noun aieto, which refers to a pair of two animals?
You paste that in the
Can you
chat?
paste it?
Yeah. Have you seen this word?
I have not.
Aetos?
Well, it could be from
Uh,
Ike or Ike's, like goats.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Because it's not oxen, right?
No, it's not. That would be like boe, right? Or boe,
Is
bow.
it two sheep?
I
Could we
couldn't
have
tell
your
you. I don't
answer,
know. Just go with goats.
Okay. Two goats. Goats. Final answer.
Sorry, we're looking for two eagles.
Oh, okay.
That's 15
like
points in Homer when you have pairs of prophetic eagles. This is the word. So that's 15 for Biblion. And we'll get our score at the half, please.
All right, after an electrifying half, everybody is officially on the board. Team Tremonti Barbary has 85 points. Team Biblion to Homeru has 30 points. And Team It's All Greek to Me has 25 points.
Okay. We're going to go on then to toss-up 11. Translate the following sentence into English. Hoi sophoi tein aletheon legusin. Jack?
The wise men say the truth.
That's correct. Here's your first bonus biblion. Now translate this sentence into English. U polemon bulometha ephein alerene.
Can you please paste it? Thank you. Okay. So
We don't wish to
yeah.
like have war but peace.
Or we wish to have not war but peace, the correlatives. Right?
Yeah.
So we wish to have not war but peace. Final answer.
That's correct. And your second bonus. Now translate this sentence into English. Ho theos uk thele akuin tes theos he lege kaka.
Can you please also paste
Yeah.
that? Thank you. So the god does not
wish
to hear
from the goddess.
Yeah, hear the god, listen to the goddess, or to say bad things.
Or no. Wait, why is it an indicative?
Oh, who says bad things?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, the accent. Okay, so answer is the god does not wish to listen to the goddess who says bad things.
So done. It's the full 20 points for Biblion on toss-up 11. And we'll move on to toss-up 12. Here's toss-up 12. What place was the focus of the work Pinakes, which was published during the tenure of Xenodotus, its leader before Eratosthenes and the 48 BC fire that destroyed Jasper?
Alexandria?
More specific, please.
The Library of Alexandria?
That's correct. Destroyed most of its irreplaceable scrolls. Here's your first bonus biblion. What poet wrote the bibliographical catalog Pinakes, as well as the poems Hecale and Aitia?
Callimachus.
Yeah.
Callimachus of Cyrene, or Callimachus, final answer.
Yeah.
Callimachus is correct. In your second bonus, Callimachus is credited as the source of what four-word English phrase, through which he promoted writing slender, graceful collections of poetry over lengthy.
Oh, it's like keep your muse slender. Keep your muse slender. Yeah. That's definitely it.
Is he asking for he's asking for the English, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Keep your muse slender, final answer.
It's not what I have, but it is correct and is by Callimachus. So I'm going
that's
to
in the
take it.
ITIA, right?
It's at the start of the idea and therefore correct. I was looking for Big Book, Big Evil.
Okay.
In sentiment,
another
and
good
that's
one.
both correct.
Okay, thank
So
you.
that's full 20 for Biblion on toss-up 12. And we're going to move on to toss-up 13. What man so opposed the people of the plains and coast that he formed a new party, the Hill? Krish?
Pisistratus.
Pisistratus is correct, and accumulated enough power that he left Hippias and Hipparchus control of his Athenian tyranny. Here's your first bonus, Tremonti Barbari. Hipparchus was assassinated by what two tyrannicides who were upset by a slight to their sister?
This is Harmodius and
Wait, these guys.
Yeah, Harmodius and Aristogiton.
Chris, say it, bro.
I don't know how to say it, bro. It's the guy say it.
Nah, nah. Chris,
How do you say the second name?
Defer to Chris.
Aristogiton.
All right, Harmodius and Aristogiton. Final answer.
Harmodius and Aristogiton are correct. And your second bonus. The tyranny of Pisistratus saw the exile of what prominent clan to which Cleisthenes belonged?
The Alcmenids.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Ooh.
Because who else got exiled?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
other clan? That's like the
Nah.
main one.
Just
I'd
say
have
it,
to
just
be
say
him.
it.
All right, the Alcmanids final.
The Alcmanids is correct. So that's the full 20 points for Tremonti Barbari on toss-up 13. And we'll move on to toss-up 14. Translate the verb form eilthomen, the aorist of the form erkom. Jack,
We went.
we went is correct. The aorist of the form erkometha, the verb erkomai means go. Here's your first bonus. What is the meaning of the aorist verb form heles from the verb hyreo?
Can you please paste it? I think it's we took or you took, but from
What is the
Hyperlong.
yeah.
So-
Hyra was to seize or take
Yeah.
out or tick.
So you took final answer.
That's correct. And your second bonus. What is the meaning of the aorist verb form ethagon?
I
Can you
ate
paste that?
or they ate, but yeah. Okay, it's ambiguous.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
I ate or they ate. Final answer.
Yes, we could take either or both. So that's the full 20 points for Biblion on toss-up 14. And we'll move on to toss-up 15. Here's toss-up 15. What sort of animal, whose head was often depicted on Ruta, is shown, oh, pardon me, Jack.
Ox.
Ox or bull or cow is correct, is shown on the Toreador fresco at Knossos, reflecting its importance to the early inhabitants of the island of Crete. Here's your first bonus, Biblion. Among the other frescoes at Knossos was one depicting what sort of sea animals?
I'm gonna say dolphins, guys. Do we?
Sea animals,
I
yeah.
have nothing better, yeah.
I think dolphins is a pretty good answer as far as that goes.
Yeah.
Okay, dolphins. Final answer.
Dolphins is correct. And your second bonus, spectacular frescoes, including one of blue monkeys, were found in what island's city of Akrotiri?
Yeah.
What
Do we know where that
island
is?
city of Akroti?
Paste that maybe?
Yeah. There are only so many islands, right?
Akrotiri.
Mhm.
Guys, Anatolian archaeology, we got this.
Okay.
What islands have famous sites? Do we know?
I know. I don't know. Aegina is an island that comes to mind. I
I
don't
think
know.
that's
I
a
don't know
myth.
any
Yeah.
cities
I
on
don't
that
know if
island.
that's real.
I think
I-
Aegina might be the city on the island.
We need a final answer.
Okay, Aegina. Final answer.
No, we're looking for Thera or Santorini.
Okay.
So that's
Santorini.
15. 15 points for Biblion on 15. And we'll get our score with 5 to go, please.
All right, after a groovy third quarter, Team Biblion said, "Don't count us out just yet." Team Tremonti Barbary and Team Biblion tu Homeru both have 105 points, and Team It's All Greek to Me has 25 points.
Okay, last 5. And remember, for time at the end, co-champions. We're going to toss up 16. What enslaved person born Jasper?
Aesop?
Aesop is not correct. I'll repeat for the other two teams. What enslaved person born on the island of Syria as the son of Ctesias assists his friend Philoetia?
Eumaeus.
Eumaeus is correct. Assists his friend Philoetius during the slaughter of the suitors, taking revenge for his constant need to feed them with pigs. Here's your first bonus. When he sees Eumaeus, Odysseus first says he led the Cretan contingent of Troy with what man?
Idomeneus, right?
Yeah.
Right. Idomeneus, final answer.
That's correct in your second bonus. Later, Eumaeus brings Odysseus to Penelope. Odysseus spends time describing what man, his squire and herald, who may have been the same man sent by Agamemnon to help appease Achilles.
Could you paste?
What?
Um,
Like
yeah,
Phoenix or Talthybius or something?
Eurybates, right? Eurybates.
Sure. No,
I
maybe
think
that sounds familiar. Or Talthybius. It's one of those two. It's probably Eurybates.
okay. Oh no.
Let's go with the.
Yeah, Eurybates, final answer.
Eurybates is correct. So that's the full 20 points on toss of 16. And 1 second, please. We're going to move on to toss up 17. What meaning is shared by the deponent verb hunthanomai and Jack?
To learn.
To learn is correct. And the verb monthano. Here's your first bonus, biblion. What Greek verb is the antonym of these two, meaning to teach?
Didasco. Yeah.
Didasco or paideo. We'll go with didasco. Final answer, didasco.
You could have either again in your second bonus. One verb meaning no is oida, which is related to what aorist only verb meaning see?
Aorist only verb. To see.
Is Agon isn't counted in this.
Wait, so can you repeat the question?
Yeah, I'll paste it for you, but I'll also repeat it. One verb meaning no is oida, which is related to what aorist only verb meaning see?
Aorist only. I mean, it's really related to Adon, like horao Adon. It's the
Yeah,
Adon.
I think that's a good one. So I don't think we know any other
Okay,
ones.
so we'll challenge otherwise. So Adon, final answer.
Adon is correct.
Okay, because Adon's just it's a principal part of horao.
Yeah.
Technically, they're separate verbs, and they
they're
fill in
from
each other's
different roots,
forms.
right? It's the
Oh,
grade
yeah.
of it. Yeah. Okay, you're right.
They're suppletive verbs. So
Yeah.
that's 20 points in any event on toss up 17. No challenge needed. And we'll move on to toss up 18. According to Euripides, what woman appears on the shield of Parthenopaeus? Fittingly, since she was his mother. William?
Atalanta.
Atalanta is correct. In the process of subduing the Aetolian boar with her arrows shot from afar. Here's your first bonus. Parthenopaeus was said to either be the son of a mortal or a god. Name both.
You paste the question. So it's Eponines, right?
Is it? I thought.
Is
I
that
thought
what
it was
Atalanta was?
Meleager and Ares, but
Wait, who?
I thought it was Meleager, but I'm
Is
not
it
sure.
Meleager? That doesn't
I
make
don't know.
sense, right? Wouldn't it be
Thought
Eponines?
somebody
Isn't that like
was.
her husband is?
Yeah.
Who's the god?
Wait, I think go with
God,
Williamson.
please.
All right, William,
Okay.
go whatever you want.
I'll go with Meleager and Ares.
Meleager and Ares is correct. You could also have Hippomenes. So either works. And your second bonus. What son of Heracles was abandoned at birth on the same mountain as Parthenopaeus?
I got this. Is it what's his name? I forgot his name, but you know. Telephus?
Tlepolemus.
Isn't it Telephus? It's
Oh,
Telephus.
yeah, okay, go with it.
All right. Telephus, final answer.
Telephus is correct. So that's the full 20 points for Tremonti Barbari on 18. We'll move on to toss up 19. Here's 19. What man said he would follow the Salaminia in his own ship? William?
Alcibiades.
Alcibiades is correct, leaving behind Lamachus and Nicias as expeditionary co-commanders when he was indicted for supposedly mutilating Athens' Herms. Great buzz. Here's your first bonus. When Nicias took command, the expedition stalled. Ultimately, the Athenians planned to sail home. The appearance of what sort of natural phenomenon convinced them to stay longer, to their ruin?
It's an eclipse, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds right.
Is it,
Yeah,
is it a
it's
solar eclipse?
I don't know what
Just
type
say
of
just say eclipse.
It's a eclipse. It's a eclipse.
Not like it would be like a nice crossover, right? Like facing the sun,
eclipse final.
Eclipse is correct, and it was a lunar eclipse in your second bonus. Alcibiades did not return to Athens to be tried, but instead escaped the toe of Italy to what colony, which had been populated in 443 BC by Athenians, including the historian Herodotus.
Herodotus. Where's he from?
Is it like Kumai or Pitakusai?
Were those
I don't
Athens
know,
though?
man.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It was by the Athens, by the Athenians.
I think one of those was Corinthian. Something was Corinthian. I don't know.
Where is Herodotus from? Is the question.
Answer, please.
All right, Sakai, say something.
Okay, shoot. Kumai or Pitakusai? Which one?
Come on.
Just say one. Come on.
Kumai. Final.
Pitakusai.
No, sorry, we're looking for 3.
Oh.
So that's 15 points for Tremonti Barbari on 19. And we're moving on to toss-up 20. Oh, pardon me. We're moving on to the score check before toss-up 20.
All right, we had an awesome back and forth there. Apparently, my last comments woke up the Tremonti Barbary, and they got 3 out of the last 4. So going into the final toss-up, pending any challenges, I guess. Team Tremonti Barbary has 160. Team Biblion to Homeru has 125, and Team It's All Greek to Me has 25.
Move on then to the last toss-up 20. What author, a nephew of the poet Alexis, Jasper,
Let's say, Pindar.
Pindar is not correct. Caroline,
Lysias.
Lysias is not correct. I'll repeat for the Tremonti Barbari. What author, a nephew of the poet Alexis, died circa 290 BC while swimming in the Carias after writing the Discalus and 100 other plays, making him the best known representative of New Comedy? William?
Menander.
Menander is correct. Here's your first bonus. Menander was said to have been a military companion with what philosopher, who was born in Samos and argued that happiness came from aponia, or absence of pain?
Isn't this Epicurus?
Is that what Epicureanism is?
I
Wait,
don't know.
well, isn't Epicureanism
It
it's
sounds
about like pleasures. Or like it might not be, actually. It's probably someone before.
I don't know, me.
I don't know. Go with it.
Samos, I thought it was like someone like an H.
Heron?
Could we have
no.
your final answer?
The Epicurus.
Wait, no other guesses?
Epicurus.
Answer, please.
Epicurus
Epicurus.
final.
Epicurus is correct in your second bonus. According to tradition, the period of New Comedy ended in 263 BC with the death of what author, who made up a big 3 of poets together with Menander and Diphilus?
Aristophanes.
Who's the second one? Diphilus?
Can you repeat? Can you paste it? Can you? Oh.
Wait, isn't Aristophanes the
Yeah.
old comedy though?
Oh, you might be right. You might be right.
They're
I don't know my
Apollodorus.
authors. I don't know my authors.
Who's new comedy? Should we go with Chris Sharma? Why not?
I don't know. I don't think that's right.
Are you sure? Might.
William, what do you think? William,
Have
what do
your
you
final
think?
answer.
I got no clue.
All right, now
Answer,
we're gonna go with Chris Sharma.
Oh, yeah, Chris Sharma.
I found it.
It's still come true, but we're looking for Philemon. So that's 15 points for Tremonti Barbari on toss-up 20. And our final score, please.
All right, this was a fantastic round. I really enjoyed scorekeeping for it. Our podium for all of Kagon is in third place, It's All Greek to Me. In second place, Biblion to Homeru. Sorry, It's All Greek to Me has 25 points. Biblion to Homeru in second place with 125 points. And in first place, Tremonti Barbary with 160. And
Congratulations.
fantastic job, everybody.
Yeah, that was a great round, truly. And I hope you enjoyed, this new offering, the inaugural Agon tournament. I thought you guys did great. I'm going to have you proceed now out of the room or staying if you're playing in Certamen finals, but we've got to get that underway. So I'm for sure. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for reading.
Good game,
Thank you,
Yeah,
everyone.
good
thank
round,
you.
guys.
Good game,
Yeah,
guys.
no,
Good game.
Yeah, good game.
Okay, I'm going to admit the others who are waiting patiently. And I'll be back in 1 second myself. welcome to all of those who are playing in the Certamen finals now, and a couple of holdovers, Chica and William, from the Agon round. I see 3 from Milton here, Daniel, Hunter, and William, which I believe is all 3 of their players. I see 4 from Walton, William, Jeremiah, Jennifer, and Chikai. And then I see Harry, Noah, Lev, and Justin from Harriton. So give us 1 second to get set up, but we have all the players. Can I have Harriton rename yourselves in brackets with Harriton in front of your names, please? Couple of now we got all 4 Harriton on camera. All of Walton, who should be on camera, are. We're waiting for Milton to just get on camera. Okay, perfect. We've got everyone. So I'm going to reiterate the same rules as last time. So this will be K5 finals. It is 20 questions, 2 bonuses, everything you come to expect. There will not be a test question for the sake of time, and there will not be tiebreakers. So again, co-champions if you get to that point. Give me 1 second to get set up here. Okay. I'll do the Aurelia passage now for you. Aurelia, qui urbs placebat, erat in Aegypto cum familia sua ingenti et equo suo. Tridecem ludos magnos Iovis in amphitheatro Alexandriae spectabant. Tandem hic equus geratus domum recurre coipit. Ehu. Any questions before we get started with the round? I'll have all of you buzz in the chat for reference. Okay. So our 3 teams for today are Walton, the #1 overall seed coming out of prelims from Georgia. Our 2nd seed is Milton, also from Georgia. And our 3rd seed from Pennsylvania is Harriton. I'm joined today by Nikhil, if he wants to introduce himself briefly.
Hi, Nikhil Ranjan. That's all I'll say.
Nikhil runs the tournament. You don't know that, but he runs all the stats behind it. He does all the score sheets, anything technical, that's all him. So he's really the lifeblood underneath this. And I'm Michael Kearney. I'm the founder and runner of this tournament. I'm hoping you've enjoyed one of the finals, new this year, and the second one coming right up. Okay. And with that, we're going to go into K5 finals. Okay. Let's do it. This is K5, the final round, and this will be toss-up 1 for any player on any team. Which 2 of the rhyming words blizzard, lizard, wizard, and gizzard derive Harry?
Lizard and gizzard?
Lizard and gizzard is correct. Derived from Latin, with their roots meaning entrails and upper arm, and both words referring in some way to animals. Here's your first bonus, Harriton. What Latin noun is the root of the noun coward?
Can we get that in chat, please?
Cowtail.
Okay, that sounds good. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, go with it.
Cowtail, final answer.
Cauda is correct, and your second bonus. What Latin noun is the root of the word buzzard, which refers to a type of hawk?
You got me on this one. I don't know.
Just want to throw a B word out.
Buzzard.
Buzzo.
Maybe Bula Bubble?
Oh, I like that. Go with it.
Okay.
Bubble?
Final
No,
answer?
sorry, we're looking for buteo, which means hawk. So that's 15 points for Harriton on toss-up 1, and we'll move on to toss-up 2. Here's toss-up 2. Note to players, a description is acceptable. What regions, like the area around the Fossatum Africae and the city of Nisibis, were inhabited? Lev.
Like River Plains.
River Plains is not correct. I'll repeat for the other two teams. Note to players, a description is acceptable. What regions, like the area around the Fossatum Africae and the city of Nisibis, were inhabited by so-called Limetanei, soldiers who guarded the Limes Arabicus, the Danube and the Rhine? Hunter?
Frontiers.
Frontiers is correct, and Hadrian's Wall. Here's your first bonus, Milton. A limes along the Danube protected what region? Divided into two provincial halves and containing the cities of Carnuntum, Sirmium, and Aquincum.
Can you paste?
Mhm.
You know, Daniel? Is this Belgica? No, that doesn't have two halves. Is it? No, Gaul and Gaul's three, obviously. Is it? Is it just Germania?
Sounds good. I don't know this.
Germania final.
No, sorry, we're looking for Pannonia. Just a good bonus. A crucial part of the Limes Germanicus was the triangle-shaped area between the Danube and Rhine rivers. This area was known by the phrase agri blank. Please fill in the blank with the appropriate Latin word.
Can you paste?
Mhm.
I have no clue, by the way. Okay, it's a field of
Yeah, something fields, but I don't know.
Maybe like the triangular fields. Not sure.
Yeah.
It's on the nose.
Time.
Agri Maridi, final answer.
No, so we're looking for the agri decumates. So that's 10 points for Melton on toss-up 2. And we'll move on to toss-up 3. Here's toss-up 3. What god fathered twins hidden in a cowshed and suckled by a cow, Iolus and Boiotis? William?
Poseidon.
Poseidon is correct. And twins with a woman who continually filled her lap until she gave birth to giants Otis and Ephialtes. Here's your first bonus, Walton. Poseidon also fathered what set of twins, perhaps conjoined and often called the Moliones?
Could you paste, please? Oh, Jeremiah, isn't this like Cateatus and Eurytus or something?
Oh yeah, you can
The
go with that.
Moliones?
Yeah. And Eurytus. Does that sound
Okay.
right? Yeah. I'll just go with Cateatus and Eurytus. Final.
Correct, and your second bonus. What twin sons of Poseidon fought over a throne before one received a grant of coastal land from his cousin Aphareus?
Could you paste, please? This is Neleus and Pelias, right?
That would make sense.
Okay.
You can go with it.
Neleus and Pelias final.
That's correct. That's the full 20 points for Walton on toss-up 3. We'll move on to toss-up 4. Here's toss-up 4. Where could one see objects that trinem ducunt, which Seneca says, ignem vagum in modum homi porrigunt, or a group called the Septentriones? Set, William, from Walton.
Like in the sky.
In the sky is correct. 7 northerly sidera. You could also take in space. Here's your first bonus. What word, synonymous with the taida Romans used at a wedding, could mean meteor or comet.
You know any other?
Well, the tide is a torch, right? So could it just be like fox?
No, but
Maybe.
Zakai, didn't we read it in Harry Potter? Like, do you remember there's something talking about the meteor shower?
Oh, the stars
I
are
don't
like moving.
Yeah, I
The
don't remember
comet?
the word though.
Uh,
I have no idea. I don't remember what the word
can you
was.
paste the bonus?
Time.
Oh wait, do you want to go with fox? I don't know. Synonymous with Tidal, right?
Fox final?
Fox is correct in your second bonus. In De Natura Deorum, Cicero says that the Romans call comets quinquenatae. What is this adjective's literal meaning? Drawing on the same sense as crinus and coma.
Like curly haired, curly
Narwhal?
haired.
Could you
Yeah.
paste?
Well, Cincinnatus was like curly hair. Like,
Yeah.
Alright,
Venus
so-
is like a hairlock.
yeah, the same sense
So-
as crinus and coma, so like curly haired.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Curly hair final, like curly.
Curly haired is correct. So that's the full 20 points for Walton on toss-up 4. And we'll move on to toss-up 5. Here's toss-up 5. What city was home to a literary girl who tenat, amat, adnictat, adnutat, various fawning men in a Nivean comedy, and the author who composed Ajax Mystigophorus? Harry?
Tarentum?
Tarentum is correct. In the Saturnian verse translation, Odusia. Here's your first bonus, Heriton. What author died at Tarentum in 130 BC, 90 years after his birth in a nearby Apulian town?
Accius, right here.
This is
Pacuvius.
Pacuvius.
Oh, yeah, go for it. Go.
Pacuvius final answer?
Pacuvius is correct in your second bonus. Some early Latin literature evolved from what possibly Apulian verse form? A version of the trochaic septenarius that was used for children's songs and soldiers' banter.
This would be Fescennine or Fescennine, right,
Yes,
Harry?
that's what.
Verse? Okay, you can go with that.
All right, Fescennine versus final.
No, sorry, we're looking for the versus quadratus or the quadratic verse. Fescennine is not acceptable. So that's 15 points for Ayrton on toss-up 5. And we'll get our score after 5, please.
After 5 factual toss-ups, we have Walton with 40 points, Milton with 10 points, and Harriton with 30 points. Nice job, everybody.
Okay, we're going to move on then to toss-up 6. Here's toss-up 6. Translate the following sentence from Latin to English. Minantur consules se arcem obsessuros esse nisi cives tributa conferant. I'll repeat. Translate the following sentence from Latin to English. Minantur consules se arcem obsessuros esse. Noah.
The consuls warn that they will besiege the city unless unless booty is conferred.
It's not correct. I'll repeat for the remaining 2 teams. Translate the following sentence from Latin to English. Minantur consules se arcem obsessuros esse nisi cives tributa. Chica?
The consuls threaten that they will besiege the citadel unless the citizens bring tribute.
Yeah, that's correct. So you had law, conferat can mean bring, pay, that sort of thing. And this was the original toss-up. And here's your first bonus, Walton. For Harriton's reference, you left out the keyways and you made the back half passive. And also Minantur is worn as a little bit Sure. Here's your first bonus, Walton. Translate this sentence from Nepos from Latin to English. Erat scriptum nisi domum reverteretur, se capitis eum damnaturos.
Could you paste, please?
Okay.
It was
It was written that if he was not returning home,
he would be condemned.
Of like genitive of charge of like a capital crime.
Oh yeah, sure.
Wait, what's aim though?
He would
say he would. Oh, okay. Wait,
Answer, please.
I'll just say okay. It was written that if he was not to return home, then he would damn himself of a capital crime, condemn himself of a capital crime.
No, sorry, you're close. It was written that unless he returned home, they would condemn him to death, or they would condemn him for the capital crime.
Oh.
And your second bonus? What Latin term refers to a technique in oratio obliqua where a verb retains its tense from oratio recta when it should change to the imperfect or pluperfect, giving greater liveliness to reported speech? An example is Caesar's dicebant pollicere totidem nervios qui longissime absent.
What Latin term? I don't really know.
I don't know.
Like we could say like praeteritio or something like that. I don't know. What do you think?
Sure. I got no clue, so that sounds.
Yeah, I think you just go with that.
Okay. Because that's like keeping the okay. Praeteritio final.
No, sorry, we're looking for representatio temporum. So that's 10 points on toss-up 6 for Walton, and we'll move on to toss-up 7. Oh, pardon me, I'm going to give you a divider in the chat. Toss-up 7. What mythological name is shared between the Iapygian king, whose daughter married Diomedes, and the king of Ardea, who married the nymph Vanilia, which became William from Walton?
Daunus.
Daunus is correct, and became father to Juturna and Turnus. Here's your first bonus, Walton. 1 bonus on each then. After marrying Daunus's daughter, Diomedes founded what city, where he met Turnus's herald Venulus, but refused to commit his father-in-law's forces to the war?
Argyripa, right, Jeremiah?
Yeah, it's also like RP, right?
Yeah. I'll just go with Argyripa final.
That's correct, or RP. There's second bonus. In Aeneid 10, Juno takes pity on Turnus's aged father, Daunus, and tricks Turnus into leaving battle by pretending to be Aeneas. Embarrassed, Turnus tries 3 times to do what action to return to the fight. It is prevented by Juno.
Could you paste, please?
To do what action?
I don't know. Getting on his chariot, maybe.
To like, would you say like mount a horse, maybe? Or
I'll just say mount a horse final.
No, he tries to swim. She convinces him to go out to a boat, and he tries to swim back to shore. So that's 15 points for Walton on toss-up 7. We'll move on to toss-up 8. Here's toss-up 8. What ablative form often appears in an exclamation meaning well done, alongside the fossilized vocative form makte? William from Milton?
Virtute.
Virtute is correct, with a more literal translation being be blessed for your valor. Here's your first bonus, Milton. In the Aeneid, Apollo looks down at triumphant Ascanius and declares, Nocte nova virtute puer, blank. Fill in the line with the foreword quote, which means thus one goes to the stars.
I think it's Sic itur ad astra. I'm pretty sure that's the word for stars that it uses, and that works with the meter. Do you
That
guys?
sounds great.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, sic itur ad astra. Final answer.
That's correct in your second bonus. A few lines before, Ascanius begs to Jupiter, Jupiter omnipotens, audacibus blank, before shooting an arrow. Fill in the line with the two-word quote, which was adapted to replace Deo fauente in a later model.
I think it's ad noe coeptis, which means look favorably on our undertakings. Do you guys agree with that? And it's on like the coin, I think, like annuit coeptis. So annuit coeptis. Final answer.
It's correct. So that's the full 20 points for Milton on toss of 8. And we'll move on to toss of 9. Here's toss of 9. In a strange combination, an epitome on what topic and a digest of veterinary medicine were the only works by William from Walton.
Oh, this is co
Answer, please.
this is Palladius.
That's not correct. I'll repeat for the remaining two teams. In a strange combination, an epitome on what topic in a digest of veterinary medicine were the only works by Vegetius, who drew on Frontinus's Strategomata and cite Harry from Hareton.
Aqueducts?
Aqueducts is not correct. I'll repeat for Milton. In a strange combination, an epitome on what topic in a digest of veterinary medicine were the only works by Vegetius, who drew on Frontinus's Strategomata and cited the actions of men like Xanthippus. I'll repeat. In a strange combination, an epitome on what topic in a digest of veterinary medicine were the only works by Vegetius, who drew on Frontinus's Strategomata and cited the actions of men like Xanthippus. Remember William from Milton?
War strategies.
Yeah, that's correct. Military, warfare, strategy, anything like that. Here's your first bonus, Milton. Among the main sources for Vegetius was what early imperial author, whose work covered 6 artes, including military strategy and jurisprudence?
Could you paste?
I feel like I've heard this one before, but I have no clue. Early Imperial.
I don't know.
You have a guess? Could we go Seneca maybe?
Varro. Final answer.
Varro is not correct. We're looking for Celsus in your second bonus. For veterinary medicine, Vegetius perhaps drew on what 3rd century Mauritanian author who wrote the handbook Curae Boum, as well as De Hortis and the biography of Severus Alexander?
I got nothing.
Could you paste this one too?
Yep.
Cassius
I'll
Dio is
say.
the only 3rd century author right now.
Yeah, I don't think it's that. It could be Curtius. I don't know. Curtius. Final answer.
No, sorry, we're looking for Gargilius Marshall. So that's 10 points for Milton on toss of 9. And we'll move on to toss of 10, after which we'll have a score check. Here's 10. What substance, collected in Foricae, produced pecunia that non olet? William from Walton?
Like piss. Like
Yes, urine, anything like that is absolutely correct. That known olet when it was sold to tanners and launderers with an unpopular tax enforced by the Emperor Vespasian on public latrinae. I suppose. Here's your first bonus. Pardon me, what Roman enlarged and cleaned the Cloaca Maxima and sailed a boat through it? As part of a public works program that saw him repair the Aqua Marcia and build the Aqua Virgo.
This is Agrippa, right, Jennifer?
Yeah.
Agrippa final.
That's correct in your second bonus. What Latin word refers to the piece of money to be paid as an entrance fee to a bathhouse?
Is it like honorium? I don't know if I'm confusing that with something else
It
though.
looked like maybe. I was thinking peculium, but
William. I
What'd
know,
you
I
say,
think
William?
norms are the
peculium.
slaves. I don't know if it's the same.
Because I think isn't honorium like for teachers? Like
Yeah, it's for teachers of slaves. I feel like we can go with yours
Answer,
then.
please.
go with peculium final.
No, we're looking for balneaticum. So that's 15 points on toss of 10 for Walton. And our score at the half, please.
After 10 teachable toss-ups, we have Walton with 80 points, Milton with 40 points, and Harriton with 30 points. Nice job, everybody.
Okay. We're going to move on then to the second half, and this is toss-up 11. What non-scientific field uses the Latin terms perpetuum mobile and tacet, includes a style known by the Latin word tintinnabuli, and has terms derived from the Latin participles Noah?
Music?
Music is correct. Caudanes, diminuanes, and crescanes. Here's your first bonus, Harriton. For almost a century, Boston Musical Instrument Company proudly engraved its instruments with what three-word Latin phrase, which was also supposedly inscribed on the Pillars of Hercules?
Love.
Like end of the world or something. Fines.
Ad finem mundi?
Maybe.
That's not three. Oh,
Ad finem mundi. Yeah, I like it.
you're saying ad finem is.
Oh, it could also be
Two or
orbit.
two?
Yeah, sure.
Mundi is the
Go with it. Go with it.
Okay, go Harry.
Ad finem mundi, final answer.
No, sir, we're looking for ne plus ultra, nothing more beyond. Your second bonus. In the early modern period, important textbooks on music theory and collections of instructional pieces were known by what three-word Latin title, referring to a Greek mountain?
It's probably like Mount Parnassus or something. Like what was the one with muses?
Parnassus, I think.
It's like the Heliconian Valley.
I think it's Parnassus. I'm not sure though.
I have no idea. Can you please repeat?
Can you paste
for you?
Time.
Something ad
The answer,
parnassum.
please.
Something ad parnassum. Final.
We're looking for gradus ad Parnassum, the steps to Parnassus. So that's 10 points for you on toss of 11, and we'll move on to toss of 12. Here's toss of 12. What skill was possessed by Gorgassus and Nicomachus? William from Walton?
Medicine.
Medicine is correct. Heirs to a man buried by Nestor at Gerenia, where a sanctuary rivaling that of Epidaurus was built to aid those seeking help from a camp, healing or medicine. Here's your first bonus, Walton. What god, whose name came to refer to a hymn to Apollo, was the physician of the gods, healing Ares when Diomedes wounds him and Hades when Heracles shoots him?
Pion. Yeah, Pion.
Well,
Pion.
yes, same thing.
Pion final.
That's correct in your second bonus. The Odyssey declares that when Helen was among the Egyptians, born of the race of Pion, she received healing drugs like Nepenthe from what woman?
Polydamna. Does that sound right to you, Jeremiah?
Sure, yeah.
Polydamna final.
That's correct. That's the full 20 points on toss of 12 from Walton. And here is toss of 13. 13. Only limited numbers of what ruler's forces could together pass Lissus for a treaty agreed after Gnaeus Lev.
Let's see. Antiochus the third.
And Antiochus is not correct. I'll repeat for the remaining two teams. Only limited numbers of what ruler's forces could together pass Lissus, for a treaty agreed after Gnaeus Fulvius Centumalus took the city of Corcyra. William from Walton?
Tuta?
Tuta is correct. Took the city of Corcyra, which was governed by Demetrius of Pharos until he betrayed her and Illyria. Here's your first bonus, Walton. What king, the last attested Illyrian ruler, aided Perseus against the Romans but was quickly defeated, with his kingdom being split into 3 administrative regions?
Could you paste, please?
Isn't it like Demetrius of like Pharos?
I think that's early. I think this is Ganthias, right? Because
Oh, is that
Demetrius
too
would have been.
early?
Yeah, I think this is Ganthias.
Okay. That's
Ganthias.
like the last.
Like Ganthias final.
Correct in your second bonus. Much later, what ruler established an empire to the east of the Danube, raiding into Illyria and so concerning the Romans that Caesar planned an expedition against him, only for Caesar and him to be assassinated at roughly the same time in 44 BC?
Could you paste, please?
Mhm.
Other Illyrian kings, Jennifer.
I do not know all of my Illyrian kings. I don't think I know what this is.
Who's
Wait,
the
they
one?
raided into Illyria, right?
Yeah,
So they're not.
yeah, yeah. I've heard of this, but no. Meribodes, maybe.
Time.
All right, I'll just go with
Answer,
Meribodes.
please.
Final.
We're looking for Burebistas of the Dacians. So that's 15 points for Walton on 13. And we'll move on to toss up 14. Here's toss up 14. What impersonal verb's contraction with ira to form an adverb meaning immediately mirrors William from Milton?
Liket.
Liket is correct. Nicely done. Mirrors its contractions to form words meaning of course and namely with skira and widera. Here's your first bonus, Milton. The phenomenon that forms iliket, skiliket, and wideliket, where a phrase or sentence grow together into an adverb, was fairly common. Name a Latin adverb that emerged from a phrase meaning there's a chance whether.
Could you paste? There's a word foreseat that seems like this is like really similar to what they're saying. You guys have anything better?
Time.
Foreseat, final answer.
That we've got force on or forciton. The question is whether it captures weather. We'll get back to in a second. In your second bonus, what other Latin adverb meaning immediately like iliket perhaps comes from a phrase meaning with it I'm done?
Can you paste? The only Latin adverb I know meaning immediately is statim, which is definitely not a bonus 2 answer, so.
There's one word that's like actuto or actutum. Oh yeah, I think it's actutum, final answer.
Utum is correct. 1 second. This one. Okay, so we're not going to take your bonus 1. I apologize. You need the sense of weather in the on. So force on, force on, something like that. So that's 15 points for Milton on toss-up 14. And we'll move on to toss-up 15. Here's 15. What author's main work is dated to 283 or 284 AD, since it invokes Carinus and Numerian in its dedication, which starts, I sing the 1,000 modes of hunting in
Nemesianus.
Nemesianus is correct. In reference to its topic of Cunegetica. Here's your first bonus. Nemesianus also wrote 4 poems in what genre that were strongly indebted to poems by Calpurnius Siculus?
Like eclogues, mock eclogues.
Okay, yeah.
Mock eclogues final.
That's correct in your second bonus. Drawing on the work of Theocritus and Virgil, 2 of Nemesianus's eclogues employ what poetic form in which characters alternate remarks, sort of like Stickamutia?
Never mind. The wrong
That's
direction.
difficult. That's a difficult one.
Wrong direction.
I would guess just dialogue. I read this when I was reading the eclogue. It was in the introduction, but I just completely forget.
Can you paste, please?
Yeah, paste, please. I really have no idea. Yeah, I don't know this well enough.
Psychomachia, maybe?
Let's go with it, sure.
That's something so wrong, but Psychomachia, final answer.
No, we're looking for the Amoebian form. So that's 15 points. Yeah, it's tough. On toss at 15, and our score with 5 to go, please.
After 15 flawless questions, we have Walton with 115 points, Milton with 55 points, and Harriton with 55 points. Nice job, everybody.
Okay, going into the last 5. Here's toss up 16. What province, served primarily by the Via Domitia, included the towns of Arelate and Formuli? Lev?
Gallia Cisalpina.
That's not correct. William?
Gaul.
More information, please.
Narbonese Gaul. Narbonese Gaul.
That's not correct, and I'll repeat for the remaining team. What province served... Okay, actually, we're going to take it. Sorry, I want to give some more time, but yes, Narbonese Gaul, Gallia Narbonensis, or Gallia Transalpina is correct. So here's your bonus, Walton. I'll finish the question. The terminus of the Rodanus River and two montes, the Purinai and the Alpes. Here you go, Walton. The Romans originally simply called the area Provincia, giving what region of southeastern France its modern name?
Province. Yeah, Provence.
You have to say it like Frenchly.
Okay. I would defer to Zakai so he can say it.
Well, I'd defer to our team captain, William.
Okay, I'll just go with Provence. Final.
Provence is correct in your second bonus. A major branch of what river flowed from Gallia Narbonensis through Tolosa to Burgala?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's like the scene.
Can you paste that?
Road, maybe. Scene or the road.
Is that like, is that
just Gaul.
south or?
I'm not sure. I just know that they're in Gaul.
Okay, yeah, one of those.
Time.
Rhone, final.
Can you repeat that?
The Rhone River.
No, sorry, we're looking for the Garonne or the Garumna. So that's 15 points for Walton on toss-up 16. We'll move on to toss-up 17. Here's toss-up 17. What Latin adjective is the root of the Latin word for winter solstice, bruma, via its contracted superlative, since it implies how little... Jikai?
Brewis?
Brewis is correct, since it implies how little daylight is available in the year's shortest day. Here's your first bonus, Walton. Brewissima became brewima, which in turn became bruma. What was the meaning of the similar superlative imus?
Lowest, right?
Yeah, right, like bottom.
Lowest seats, yeah.
Okay, I mean, is that it? That seems pretty simple. You just go with that, bottom or lowest? Lowest.
Yeah. I don't know what else.
Okay. Lowest final.
Lowest is correct in your second bonus. What similar superlative adjective came to mean last born, as in its ancient use as a pronomen?
Last born.
I mean, like ultimus. Is that a pronomen?
No.
Does anyone?
Pronomens. Ultimus. Wapsicus.
I have no idea.
Or like
Yeah,
ultidatus. I don't know. Is
Answer,
that
please.
Defer to Zakai.
okay? Ultimus final.
No, we're looking for posthumus, which was originally a pronomen before it transitioned elsewhere. So that's 15 points for Walton on toss-up 17. We'll move on to toss-up 18. Here's 18. Discussion turns to what topic as Gaius Fannius and Quintus Mucius Scaevola contemplate Scipio Aemilianus' suspicious death in a Ciceronian dialogue that forms a companion piece. Hunter?
Aging?
Aging is not correct. I'll repeat. Discussion turns to what topic as Gaius Fannius and Quintus Mucius Scaevola contemplate Scipio Aemilianus' suspicious death in a Ciceronian dialogue that forms a companion piece to De Senectute. William from Walton.
Friendship.
Friendship is correct, under the name Laelius. You had the other side. Hunter, sorry about that. Here's your first bonus. Laelius's De Amicitia is appropriately addressed to what contemporary of Cicero?
Atticus, maybe? I don't know what else it would be.
Okay, could be.
Okay. Atticus, final.
Atticus is correct in your second bonus. Among Cicero's friends was what author who wrote De Sphæra Graeconica and De Sphæra Barbarica before dying in exile in 45 BC, when Caesar punished him for his sustained opposition?
Could you paste, please? I think this is Negatius Fidelis, but I'm not sure.
Okay, was he like a geographer?
He wrote a bunch of Dysphyra stuff, so yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Negatius Fidelis is final.
Negatius Fidelis is correct for the full 20 points for Walton on 18. Moving on to toss-up 19. Who claims to be sailing to trade iron for copper at the city of Temesa, saying, I am the son of wise Anchialus, ruler of the sea-loving Taphians, but is actually a disguised goddess, encouraging Telemachus to take action? Daniel from Milton?
Athena?
Athena or Mentes is correct. Here's your first bonus, Milton. Nicely done. At Mentes' encouragement, Telemachus calls an assembly. Among the speakers is what forceful man, who Homer says surpassed all contemporaries in knowledge of birds?
Knowledge of birds. Is this Iliad or this is Odyssey, right?
Yeah.
All I can think of is Aegyptius, but I'm not sure.
Sounds good.
Aegyptius? I don't know.
No, sorry, we're looking for Halitherses in your second bonus. Athena then takes Telemachus' own form to rouse a crew to journey to Pylos and Sparta. In that form, she convinces what son of Phronius to lend Telemachus a ship for the journey?
Oh, I definitely read
I
this
think this
somewhere.
is Neumann.
That sounds right.
Neumann? I know.
Neumann is correct. So that's the full, or pardon me, that's 15 points for Milton on toss-up 19. And our score with one to go, please.
After 19 neoteric toss-ups, we have Walton with 165, Milton with 70, and Harriton with 55. Nice job, everybody.
Okay. And we're going to move on to toss-up 20, the last toss-up of the tournament. What city, a usurper's base from 423 to 425 AD, when Johannes controlled it, was valued for its... William from Walton?
Carthage?
Carthage is not correct. I'll repeat for the other two teams. What city, a usurper's base from 423 to 425 AD, when Johannes controlled it, was valued for its defensibility because it was built on lagoons and marshes? Meaning, Lev,
Ravenna.
Ravenna is correct. Meaning that in 402 AD, Honorius moved the western capital there. Here's your first bonus, Ayrton. The city of Ravenna contains a mausoleum named after what woman? Though she was actually buried in Rome after being married to Ataulf and to Constantius III.
This would be Galla Placidia, right,
Yeah,
Justin?
Galla Placidia. Yeah.
Galla Placidia final.
That's correct in your second bonus. Ravenna became capital of the Ostrogothic kingdom after Theodoric captured it. Name any of the Ostrogothic rulers who controlled the city after Theodoric before it fell in 540 AD to the Byzantines.
Justin, do you have anything for this?
Wait, can you
Paste
paste?
it?
Can you paste? Yeah.
I should totally.
Yeah, wait. Can we go with like I can't think of anything.
Theoderic?
I'm
All right. Theoderic?
No, we're looking for any of Athalaric, Amalasuntha, Theodahad, or Vidigus. So that's 15 points for Heriton on 20. And our final scores, please.
After a terrific 20 toss-ups and close to this fifth installation of Certamen, we have Walton in first with 165 and Milton and Heriton tied with 70 points. Nice job, everybody.
Congratulations. So that's a tie for second for Milton and Heriton and a championship for Walton. Thank you to everyone, both in the room and who's watching online, for playing. And, I hope it was a good experience for all. I'd like to thank, the moderators and scorekeepers who donated a lot of time on their weekend nights or weekday nights. There were play testers, about 20 of them, who had a separate tournament in January to make sure the questions were spick and span, and everyone else who helped out with the tournament. Thank you very much. Congratulations, guys.
All right. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
For,
Thank you.
Thank you.
see everyone.